We are going to our final overreaction Monday. This is a positive, okay? We are in the golden era of shortstops.
Whew.
Yeah.
So, to answer this, I feel like you really got to take a deep dive and look into the, 1990 to 2000 area. That's where the other real argument comes into play. You got the Derek Jeters, the A-Rods, the Cal Ripken Jrs., the Barry Larkins of the world. And then on the other end, on the back end of their careers, you still had the Ozzie Smith, the Alan Trammell. But, part of this, there's an argument that the most talented and maybe best shortstop of all time is Alex Rodriguez. And so you add him in the middle of that name of that class, and it's like, well, how do you beat that? And then you start looking at what we're getting right now in baseball. And it's really cool. And you have the old guard, if you will, of guys that have been around, and Trey Turner and Corey Seager and Francisco Lindor and Carlos Correa and Bo Bichette and now Mookie Betts playing shortstop.
Yeah.
And that's not even what gets me most excited. It's these new guys. It's these young names. It's Ellie De La Cruz. It's Bobby Witt Jr. It's Gunnar Henderson. It's O'Neill Cruz. It's Anthony Volpe. It's C.J. Abrams. And you have all these young stars, and it's very clear that right now the best position in Major League Baseball talent-wise is the shortstop position. So I'm going to say I think this new class is outstanding. These new guys and these new shortstops are outstanding. And I think when you add some potential / likely Hall of Famers on the other end right now, and I think Mookie's the clear one that stands out. But again, Mookie just started playing shortstop, and is that his career move? Probably not. But for this year, Carlos Correa, there's going to be a conversation. Lindor, Trey Turner, Corey Seager, like these are guys that are going to have the Hall of Fame conversations around them for sure. And then these new guys are just superstars with all the talent in the world. So I'm going to say, I'm going to say we are currently in the golden era for shortstops. I am really excited to watch the growth and development of these younger guys and to be able to still watch in seemingly like their primes. Like Trey Turner's having a great year. Corey Seager last year, unbelievable, second in the MVP voting. And Mookie, odds-on favorite to win the MVP so far this year. So I'm going to say yes. I absolutely think so.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, shortstops is the best position right now in baseball. It has the most incredible athletes, and it's the perfect timing of these two generations of shortstops all crushing it at the same time. Now, we have Team of the Month coming up in just a bit. So obviously, the top of these shortstops will be on that list. But because shortstop was kind of the position of the month, I think there were so many incredible shortstops this month that won't make it on Team of the Month. I want to know if you had to rank your top 5 shortstops this month, what would it be?
Yeah, I'm glad we're doing this because Team of the Month makes it tricky.
It does, because like all of these guys
I can only
could
pick
potentially be on it.
Yeah, so only one of these guys will be. But yes, let's go top 5 current shortstops. Top 5 shortstops of 2024 so far. And I'll go at number 5. I'm going Bobby Witt Jr. Really fun start to the year. Still, the speed is off the charts. He's got the power numbers there. He's hitting .313 on the season with 4 homers, 19 RBIs, already 11 stolen bases, 29 runs scored about a month into the year.
Dude.
Plays great defense. We've talked to Michael Wacha, who basically said he's everything you could possibly want out of a superstar.
Yeah.
He's a superstar, and it's fun to watch him play. So Bobby Witt for me, I'll put at number 5. Number 4, I'm going to go with Gunnar Henderson.
The guy in
I'm
your
wearing
shirt.
his shirt,
Yeah.
by the way. Classic little Gunnar, little nod to Top Gun. I got the hair slicked back as a little nod to Top Gun.
You were like full in character right now.
Gunnar Henderson hitting .280 on the year with 10 homers, 24 RBIs, slugging .925 on the year. Gunnar Henderson's a superstar.
Yeah, he is.
You know, I honestly think
he's so good.
I hope the Orioles can sign him long term, and if they do, start building that statue for Gunnar Henderson in Baltimore.
Wow.
I think he's going to be an all-time great there.
Whoa.
So I go Bobby Witt 5,
Okay.
Gunnar Henderson 4.
At number 3, Trey Turner.
Yeah, let's go Trey Turner. Again, one of the guys that's been around for a while, a guy that
Yeah.
has been constantly in MVP conversations throughout his career because he hits for power, he hits for average, he steals bases. And this year, after I'm telling you, we called it. I called it this year. What we saw at the beginning of his Philadelphia Phillies tenure was not Trey Turner. And it wasn't him aging. It wasn't him regressing by any means.
No.
It was just a tough mental start to his career in Philadelphia.
After a great WBC.
Yes. But this is Trey Turner.
Yeah.
And for those not locked in on the Phillies and what they're doing and what Trey Turner is doing, he's hitting .343 on the year with 3 homers, 27 runs scored. He's got 10 stolen bases. The speed is still elite. The hit tool is still elite. This guy's a stud. He's a star, and he has been one of the best shortstops in baseball to start the year.
Absolutely crushing. All right, top 2 are 2 of the most exciting players in baseball right now. At number 2, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz is why I wanted to do this today.
Yeah.
I could not put Ellie De La Cruz in my team of the month,
Yeah.
but I felt like this show, basically the first Monday show of the new month, first Monday episode in May, it didn't feel right to have it and not be able to talk about Ellie De La Cruz. So, number 2 for top shortstops in 2024 is Ellie. He's hitting .278. He's got 8 homers. He's got 19 stolen bases, 19 RBIs. This year is the breakout year of Ellie De La Cruz. This is what we imagined. This is what we thought. Everybody, not everyone, but people seemingly wrote him off after he was the top prospect in baseball, gets called up and struggles for a chunk of time for him being up. But why? Why would you ever write a guy like that off that has literally every tool that you could possibly want somebody to have? He has it. And, there's an argument for me for him being number 1 just because of everything that he's doing. Obviously 278 doesn't jump off the screen at you, but the 8 homers and then you start looking at, well, what would these numbers be over the course of a full season? And then you look and it's, he's on pace for 40 homers and 100 stolen bases? Is that the greatest season of all time? And that answer would be yes.
Yeah, that would be insane.
So
Madness.
it's just been an unbelievable season for Ellie. The guy's out there throwing 100 across the diamond from shortstop. I love this guy. I love watching Ellie De La Cruz play baseball. And it just didn't feel right having a show where we didn't get to talk about Ellie on the first of the month where we're talking about the best in baseball. So, so far, we'll go 5 Bobby Witt, 4 Gunnar Henderson, 3 Trey Turner, 2 Ellie De La Cruz.
And number one in our hearts.
Whose heart?
My heart. Mookie Betts, absolutely crushing the start of this season.
Yeah, so Mookie's number 1. Great start to the season. We will talk Mookie a good bit throughout this episode. But, 360 on the year, 6 homers. I mean, the guy's doing it all. And by the way, he's playing shortstop, which he hasn't done in his career. So really, really cool. So 5 through 1, we go. Bobby Witt Jr., Gunnar Henderson, Trey Turner, Ellie De La Cruz, and Mookie Betts for top 5 shortstops of 2024. Thanks for watching. If you like catching up on the latest news around Major League Baseball, weekly interviews with Atlanta Braves legend John Smoltz, and your favorite MLB players, make sure you hit that subscribe button.